Okay, well, I think we all know Kimberly, who's just welcomed us here. We want to welcome her.
Yay, Kimberly!
There you go. I know Daniel. Where's Daniel?
Right here.
Oh, come up here, Woody. I gotta have support in case you start throwing stuff. No, welcome to our March luncheon. Nice turnout today. Nice sight. We haven't been back here for quite some time, so it's good to get back here. I don't really have any particular business except I will do the fill in for our treasurer. Marcelo Serrato is still in Dallas. If there's anybody else, treasurer, that was not here and out of town in Dallas or on holiday, you might be suspicious, but I'm not suspicious of anything going on with Marcelo. No, to fill in for him, pay your dues. Pay your dues. They're due. Daniel, do you have anything?
No, just welcome all our members and the people of Ram and Jeep, Kimberly and staff. Thank you very much for support out today.
Woody?
Just to say that you all should be getting emails. If anybody is not or has not gotten it, please let us know. Let me know so we can make sure that it's corrected. We're glad that all of you are here today. I want to make sure that you guys stay engaged in all the activities that we do, including the monthly luncheons. But also, as we're planning for the events coming up, throughout the course of the year, we need your support and your engagement. Thanks.
Just out of curiosity, if you did not get an email, how did you know to come here? They did the word of mouth. I get
The Baptist event.
Oh, yeah, Rise and Smile.
Yeah.
Rides and Smiles is May 23rd. I'll get more information out to you later, but it's the same. That's Tapas in Miami. Bill.
Last week.
Bill.
Come on up.
That's Tapas in Miami. Bill, you want to talk about the event last Saturday
There you go.
and our Rides and Smiles?
Thank you.
Sure, thanks, Paul. Last Saturday, we ended up having a very small, very select car show at Baptist Hospital on Kendall Drive. They have just put up a brand new building called the Miami Cancer Institute, I believe is the proper name for it. And they called us saying, look, you do this wonderful event, Rides and Smiles, down at the racetrack, but can you do something smaller, literally at the hospital, for people who may not be able to get away from the hospital that easily to come down even the 1 hour drive to the racetrack. Paul, I went and met with them, and to say they were wonderful to work with might be the understatement of the year. They were just unbelievably good, very enthusiastic, and this was one of perhaps the best event I think that SAMA has ever put on, based on the help that everybody contributed. I mean, Woody, you started off by actively pursuing people to give little gifts for the goodie bags, and Paul was working nonstop. So many of our members really worked hard, along with a lot of people who aren't members, the photographers that come and help us each year at Ride and Smiles and at the Air Force Base show. They were spectacular. We were only, they asked us initially, it was really funny, that if we could get maybe half a dozen cars, that's all. I said, yeah, sure, we could do that, no problem. And then it grew a little bit, and finally the photographers come in and they said, well, what about a 2019 Porsche GT3 RS? Yeah, we could take that. How about a Ford GT? We can handle that as well. And it went on and on and on. And these are people, like literally, the Ford GT owner foolishly turned up in the morning and said, I promised I would be here, and here I am. Here's the keys. I have to leave for a while. And I said, you'll find your car in Phoenix, maybe sometime. They were great. They just dropped the cars off, and most of the people stood around. Tremendous enthusiasm. They were so engaging with the kids. And even that was fun, because at one point, somebody who had brought down a beautiful brand new Audi R8, one of the little people that was in the car asked if he could hear it. Sure. Keys right beside you, push that red button there in the console, start the car up. He said, now, if you want to hear it, you just step on the gas. Never thinking that, well, to a child, you step on the gas and hold it to the floor. So they proved the electronic rev limiter did indeed work, as this thing's banging off 8,000 RPMs. You might want to just do that with your foot. A lot of fun. We all had great contributions, even to the standpoint of Tattoos. We all still have tattoos. This stuff, it will not come off. But the kids were doing that. They were painting little wooden cars. Angelo, Tony, Marcelo were all there, just invaluable. And you know, another good thing about Marcelo, he just never ceases to amaze me. On his way there, he decides to stop for a few more goodies for the goodie bag, and he brings in bunches of little model cars and out of his own pocket. You guys all have the heart of gold. So it was an incredible, truly wonderful team effort, and it sets a standard that I hope we can all do this for future events where the more people you get involved, the more you appreciate what you're doing and you realize how much good you're giving back to the world. So really ingratiating and just a wonderful day. So thank you all for all the help.
If you want to see pictures, Pepe has a lot of pictures from that event up on the website. Quite a few, and it's really great. I'm going to turn it over now to Kimberly Schultz. Come right on up. You can introduce your crew, and we'll get started with the presentation.
Thank you, everyone. Sama always has the best hospitality, so we appreciate you having us. Oh, thank you. I love you too, and I love this weather. You know, our product launches in the past have always kind of stuck me in like June or August, and we've all been dying, and this is so beautiful. So hopefully our launches will stay the same so I can keep this nice spot and keep us cool and have beautiful weather. So today we're going to take you through two vehicles, this beautiful Ram Heavy Duty behind me, and then after that presentation we'll all move into the courtyard for the Jeep Gladiator. And both of these vehicles, we're hoping they'll be at topless, one for panoramic, one for convertible. So you guys will get to experience them in the element down in Key Biscayne, which will be fabulous. So, and then there's press kits on a back table in the corner there. It's the full lineup for 2019, so if you want to have that information with you, it has all of the information on these vehicles plus everything else that FCA makes. And my presenter today is Jeff Johnson. He is with Ram Marketing, and then I also have I have two PR reps. Well, yeah, I've got Trevor for Jeep, and then Dave Ellshoff is here for Ram. So any interviews you want to do or anything, you guys can talk to those people as well. So, all right, Jeff, please join us. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Kimberly. My name's Jeff Johnson. I'm the Senior Brand Manager for Ram Heavy Duty Trucks. Pleasure to be here today, especially in this weather. Back in Michigan, it's about 30, 35 degrees, I think. But spring has sprung, so hopefully it'll warm up there too soon. So today we're going to talk about the new Ram Heavy Duty truck for 2019. Before I do that, let me give you a little background on the Ram brand, where we've been and where we're going. So 2018 was a great year for Ram. We sold more trucks than ever. We sold globally over 700,000. In the U.S., over 600,000. Both those numbers were up about 7% from the prior year. So we've had a lot of great momentum the last several years. A lot of that success last year was due to our new light duty truck that we introduced about a year ago. Hopefully you guys have all seen and been able to drive that truck. It's doing exceptionally well in the market. And we're excited about the heavy duty because we borrowed pretty much the same formula that we executed on the light duty onto the heavy duty. And that is a no-compromise truck that'll give you all the capability you want, but also all the luxury and technology you need to do what you need to do with your heavy-duty truck. So 2019 has started off really well for Ram as well. We've had a lot of great product news. We introduced this product at the Detroit Auto Show in mid-January, where we announced its best-in-class capability levels. First truck in the market to get to 1,000 pound-feet of torque, obviously with our Cummins engine. Diesel engine. We've got a great relationship with Cummins. This is actually our 30th year with them. It's actually their 100th year, and later this year they're going to build their 3 millionth diesel engine for us. So that's been a very successful relationship, and we're very proud of that, and it's a great engine. And I'll talk more about the engine in a few minutes. Then in Chicago, we introduced the new chassis cab, which is also the extension of the heavy-duty lineup into the chassis cabs. Class 3, 4, and 5. And in Chicago, we also showed for the first time the multifunction tailgate on the light duty, which will be coming to market a little later this year. If you've paid attention to some TV commercials or any of the social media, there's kind of a little tailgate war going on between us and some of our friends down the street back in Michigan. We think we have the better solution. It's a very unique solution, and it also works very well when you have a trailer hooked up to the truck, because the doors swing out and give you easy access to the bed. So 2019, as I said, off to a great start. Heavy duty, talk about that for a minute. If you don't know, heavy duty is for Ram we're already number 2 in the market. We have been for some time. We did about 27% share last year. We've started this year out even better. Between January and February, we're right between 29 and 30% share, and we haven't even gotten to selling this new truck yet. So we're looking for that to only grow and do even better. So what did we do to the 2019 heavy duty to make it the best in class vehicle we think it's going to be? So it started with the capability, as I said. Why do people buy heavy duty trucks and not, say, a light duty truck? It's because they got a job to do, whether it's actually for their job or for their lifestyle, maybe towing a boat, a horse trailer, those kind of things, a camper. Obviously in the Southeast and in Florida, a lot of people are towing big boats, or your friends coming down from the north, like my in-laws bringing their RV camper down. That's why they buy a heavy-duty truck, so it's got to be capable. So we checked all the boxes on capability with the new heavy-duty truck. I already mentioned the 1,000 pound-feet of torque, first one to 4 digits, and that's best in class. Our towing max tow rating is also best in class, 35,100 pounds on a 3,500 dually diesel. And the payload of just over 7,600 pounds is also best in class on the heavy duty. So we've checked all the boxes on capability to give you the primary reason you buy a heavy duty truck. But you also want to deliver on the luxury and technology side of the business. Because these customers, these are expensive vehicles, and these people are coming out of other trucks or other vehicles, or have other vehicles in their driveway, and expect a certain level of comfort and content in their vehicle. So we've delivered on that as well. From the luxury side, if you've been in a light duty, great interiors on the light duty, won awards 10 best again this past year. The interior on this is basically borrowed from that. You'll see a lot of similarities in terms of the colors, materials, and overall design. And we also borrowed the 12-inch radio that we put into the light duty, which has been a huge success in the market so far. And the 12-inch radio will be available in the heavy duty as well. Gives you great visibility to all kinds of information. You can use a full screen for nav and really see the whole map. You can split the screen, have nav on half, have your radio or climate controls or something else on the other half. Great feature, especially when you're towing. But and then we also have the most real wood and real leather in the interior of our trucks, both on light duty and heavy duty. So we've delivered on the luxury side. But where the heavy duty really shines is what we've done on the technology side. So the 12-inch is part of that, but the real technology story on heavy duty is all the features we added to make towing both easier and safer and more convenient. So let's start talking about the camera systems we have on the truck now. We have a full 360 camera system. Gives you a bird's eye view all the way around the truck, so you can see everything in any direction that you're moving. And it also has a cross path view where it widens the view so you can see either in front or behind you what's coming from either side. We've got our carryover backup camera on the tailgate and our cargo camera on the back of the cab. That gives you a view into the bed. That is very helpful when you're trying to hook up a fifth wheel or gooseneck trailer. Both of those cameras have a zoom feature, so you can zoom in and even see better your alignment to your hitch. And then also with our 360 camera, we have something called trailer reverse guidance. And I won't be able to show all this while I'm talking here, but as all 3 vehicles we're going to drive today have these camera systems on them. So I hope to get to show each of you how those work, or if I'm not in the vehicle, you can kind of play with them. I've set up the radios so that the different cameras are down in the main tray so you can get to them very easily. But the trailer reverse guidance system is great. It has cameras on each of the side view mirrors that look down the side of the truck and give you a view down the side of your truck and trailer. And both of those cameras, you can also pan either right or left. So imagine you're trying to back up a boat and you've got another boat parked on one side or a building or something. You can pan the camera so you get a full view of that side of the truck and avoid hitting anything. Other cameras we have available, we have an option through Mopar where you can get an auxiliary camera. You order the prep package when you get the vehicle out of the factory. Mopar then sells a auxiliary camera. You can place this camera anywhere you want. It's a wired camera. You can place it on the back of your trailer, on the back of your boat. If you're trailering horses, for example, you might want to put it inside your trailer so you can see the horses while you're driving down the road and check on them. And then we also have a trailer tire pressure monitoring system that will monitor not only the tire pressures in the truck, which is standard on every vehicle, but it'll also monitor the tire pressures on your trailer tires up to 12. So that's important when you're taking long trips and driving. You got to know if any of your trailer tires are about to go, but you'd like to know that before they blow out and you have an accident, obviously. So another feature we have that makes hookup very much easier for you is we have a bed lowering feature on our air suspension. We've had air suspension as an option on both 25 and 35. That continues. And now there's a bed lowering mode. So imagine you're trying to hook up, say, a gooseneck or a fifth wheel trailer. You can get in the truck. You can actually lower the tailgate without getting out of the truck. There's a tailgate release button inside on the overhead console, also one on the key fob. You can lower the bed, and then you can lower the tailgate, and then you can lower the bed with the bed lowering feature. It lowers it about 2 inches. And you have your trailer behind you, back up underneath your trailer. Using the camera system in the center grid line, you can get right underneath the trailer with your ball. Hit the bed lowering button again, the bed will rise up, the ball will engage the trailer, and you basically hooked it up without getting out of the trailer or needing any assistance from a third party or another person. Now all you got to do is obviously hook up your chains and your electrical and you're all set to go. So it really takes the stress out of trying to hook up those kind of things, especially if you're, say, at a crowded boat launch or a crowded equestrian event and you don't want to look like the guy who doesn't know what he's doing hooking up his trailer. So all of those features make it much easier to hook up and to trailer the load and really take the stress out of trailering big loads, which can be an issue for some people. The other big improvement we made in the truck is in the quietness in the ride. So we got acoustic glass throughout. Really makes the vehicle quiet on the inside, especially while you're driving this truck today, which has a Cummins diesel in it. And even the gas end, we have 2 gas trucks out front. Take notice of when you're driving around the city streets here, how quiet it is inside. The engineers did a great job of minimizing the noise and vibration that gets into the cab. We've got active tune mass modules on the truck that cancel out the vibration. There's even active noise control, which balances out the inputs, the audible inputs with the opposite input and quiets the inside of the cabin. So I talked about capability, talked about luxury, talked about technology. The Ram Heavy Duty hits all those things and delivers the best-in-class capability along with the best-in-class features for hooking up and trailering your load. And we're looking for big things from the Heavy Duty to come. And with that, I guess we'll take questions later or now, or it's up to you guys.